Good afternoon, everybody. This is Thursday afternoon. It is about 3:27 p.m. We do have our first severe thunderstorm warning of the afternoon. So feel free to hop on and check back with me this afternoon. We'll go over this one first. I think there's going to be more this evening. Pretty good chance of it as these storms are starting to ramp up. So our first severe thunderstorm warning coming out just a few minutes ago. There's a line of storms extending from near Fontana to near Lynn Valley to 6 miles north of Hume. So we're picking up Miami County here to the south, Lynn County to the north, and Bates County to the north and Cass County to the south in this one. So this particular thunderstorm right now is just situated to come into Drexel. This is just passed over 69 highway there. And when it did, we had some radar indicated just a little bit bigger than half-inch hail there as this moves into Drexel. Now picking up Merwin as well, stretching down to Amsterdam, Amoret, headed down towards Foster. So as this picks off to the north and the east, this severe thunderstorm warning goes until 4 p.m. So 3:28 p.m. right now. You got about another 30 minutes on this first thunderstorm. So let's go ahead and take a little bit of a look. Let me switch over and pull in some street level radar here, tell you just a little bit more specifically about this one. So there is 69 highway right there, north and south. And like I say, just now into Merwin with plenty of lightning here now on the back side of it. So it looks like it has just passed over the heaviest of this Lacine State Fishing Lake and Wildlife area. Spent quite a bit of time out there. Just now coming into Drexel. This is going to definitely pick up Drexel. Looks like the heaviest might be over you right now as this heads off in the direction again of the north and the east. So good afternoon, everybody. Jumping on today. We'll probably be doing this a few times throughout the afternoon and evening. Just try to keep you posted on these. But this particular severe thunderstorm warning right now tells us that we might see some hail size up to about 3/4 of an inch, a little bit bigger, and some wind gusts potentially up to about 60 miles per hour in this. So I think we'll give a heads up out here, certainly to Freeman, Archie, Adrian, and possibly out here outside the Polygon. That would be Riverview Estates, Peculiar, picking up the I-49 corridor here around Harrisonville, Garden City, Creighton. So certainly thoughts and prayers with everybody affected by the huge wreck on 49 at Harrisonville just past Loves. Was watching that news and watching that on the cams just a little bit ago while I was waiting for thunderstorms to kick off. So hope that they're wrapping up their work there this afternoon. This will certainly make that a little bit more complicated. So let's go ahead over here. This is the only warning that I have out right now. If you're just jumping on here today, in the red circle there, this red circle right here, this is a mesoscale discussion talking about the Storm Prediction Center watching this particular area with a 40% chance of a watch for this afternoon, because storms are probably going to ramp up a little bit in intensity from now. This is approaching 3:30 through about 8 or 9 tonight. So while we're thinking about that, we only have one warning out there. Let's go ahead and take a look at model data. I just went ahead and loaded some of that up for us to take a look at as you jump on here. So this is headed into the 4 p.m. hour. We're already seeing the clustered stuff down here between Paola and Butler, just like we are seeing. So I am expecting some upscale growth, and here we see it. So what time is this? This is about 6 p.m. I'm looking at this for the first time this afternoon, so you can get a look at it with me too. So it looks like we're expecting clustered thunderstorms over here around Warrensburg, I-70 headed up towards perhaps Marshall. But let's go ahead through the rest of the evening. Like I say, there's 6 p.m., there's 7 p.m., 8. So by 8 p.m., we have clustered stuff over here to the east of Warrensburg, Warsaw, Bolivar, Springfield, headed off towards Lebanon. So maybe by, what did I say? 8 o'clock. Yeah, do the math. Maybe by 8 o'clock. This is all past Butler, Warrensburg, and Eldo areas. But let me kind of back up here. When things come through, and we'll take a look at a few indicators. We'll look at Cape first. I am seeing Cape, all sorts of pockets of about 1,500 joules, a couple 1,700 joule pockets in here. So yeah, that just kind of adds to the overall spotty nature of it. Updraft helicity tracks. I look at tracks up here. That's why they're paying attention up around I-70, right? So it's going to be very spotty. Some of us will just have plain old thunderstorms thunder boomer variety. Some of us, if those storms drift into these pockets of instability, could have quite a bit more. So there's your time frame. By 9 o'clock, I'm up to now, 9 o'clock p.m., everything looks to be over here pretty well central Missouri, say between Boonville and Lebanon, say. So I think we have, this is 3:30 right now, so we'll pay attention for sure for east central Kansas and west central Missouri through the 8 o'clock hour for sure, according to this afternoon's data. So we'll watch radar for a little bit here with you. Good afternoon if you're just hopping on. Appreciate you joining me. We'll stay live for a little bit here and watch this particular storm once again. Like I say, trajectory is southwest to northeast. So current situation right now is this is just off to the west of Archie. I think there'll be a highway popping along here. So still on the tail end of this in Drexel, now picking up Main City. Heads up to you folks along O Highway out here in Cass County, headed off towards the Lone Tree neighborhood. You will want to know about this thunderstorm. So let's go back over and see exactly what is going on with it so I can tell you what the threats are. Exactly. Let's go ahead and look at hail. A couple pockets of hail showing up right over Drexel right now. So how big might the hail get? Maximum estimated hail. This is only showing up to be about quarter-inch hail. Quarter inch, not quarter size, quarter-inch hail. So that's not too bad. We'll go ahead and tornado threat is really low today. It's not zero, but it's super low. So every now and again, I'm going to check for rotation and in a big broad way. I'm not going to zero in on these storms today, but not seeing too much, not seeing anything to worry about actually right there. So off west of Butler, between Passaic and Butler, possibility for some hail there to reach up to about 3/4 inch. So what are we seeing right now, and what is the trend, just so you know? So less of it. Hail's falling out there to the north. See how it's winding down there over Drexel. But it's ramping up as it heads toward where exactly? Between Passaic and Adrian. So still some good-sized hail. Not seeing anything else to worry about. Not expecting to see anything else to worry about through the day today. Predominantly strong, damaging winds. Do see some strong wind gusts coming through just north of Drexel right now, between Drexel and Archie. Yeah, and all the way south of there as well. So that's the good thing about these. These are going to bowl over you pretty quickly and with a little bit of hail. Looks like it's... What did you have in Drexel? I got people watching from Drexel from time to time. Did you get a little bit of hail over there? Maybe pea to penny sized? Drop me a line. So good afternoon, everybody. Feel free to jump on and off. Never know with these clustered thunderstorms how long I'm going to stay live, what the plan really will be. But we'll hop out here and take a look kind of regionally right now. This is kicking off. Let's go ahead and use composite radar and let that update. So you guys can see this is really kicking off the first wave of our storms tonight. The concern has been, if you haven't had time to check on it today, or don't pay attention every 5 minutes like I do, the concern is that as these storms, which don't look like much as they move across east central Kansas, drift right over here into where this mesoscale discussion is taking effect right now, this is where our instability is really going to pick up this evening. And I was just showing that on model data a few minutes ago. So as storms drift over here, really past where they are right now, past state line essentially, over towards Archie, Adrian, Passaic, Butler, and points over here to the east, we're going to really have to pay attention for storms to ramp up. So if they do this evening, that will be, predominant threats will be strong damaging winds, number one, and hail. I don't think we're really going to see the baseball size hail tonight, but I think we could see some half-inch to inch hail. So for sure, on and off. And like I say, some of these pockets are going to drift out here to nothing. They're not going to encounter too much instability, and others are going to blow up and really become pretty strong, just like we're seeing here. Although I think this is starting to gust out a little bit, so we will still have some strong wind gusts for sure in this storm, which will pick up a little bit better this evening because we do have some north-south component to these winds. So I am seeing some strong winds right now over just north of Main City, about to hit O Highway here south of Freeman. Strong wind gusts. Radar says they're at least 40 miles per hour. Probably be a little bit more than that. We're just going to catch a slice of what they might actually be, but that is the situation there. And you have some heavy downpours in with that as well, and probably also still some hail. Yeah, a little bit of hail out here over the Lyle community right now. This is going to be pretty small hail, but this is going to head off toward you folks up here in the O Highway neighborhood as well, where you're having strong wind gusts right now. So I do see some trailing thunderstorms. Let's go down here south, and we'll take a look down here at Lamar. Actually, let's switch over here and go down and see what's going on in Lamar. This isn't going to show us the special weather statement, but this will show us the region for the special weather statement. So I'm picking up some hail down here south of Lamar that could be about 0.83 of an inch. So a little bit bigger than 3/4 inch hail. That should get your attention. And let's see what we might get out of it. Yeah, that's about the maximum that you're going to get out of that storm right now. Not seeing anything else to worry about in that, but you do have a pretty good hail component to this storm right now that is just passing over Lamar off to the north and the east as well. So let's talk about this one for just a second. Yeah, down here in Lamar. So heads up to Milford, Jericho Springs. That's going to be out here by DD Highway and B Highway. And it looks like 97 and U Highway as well. So looks like you're in the path of that smallish hail and probably some strong wind gusts down there as well. Not picking up anything too exciting right now. We'll check that off the Springfield radar. Probably just some hail and a pretty good lightning show for you guys down there right now. So this looks to be just by what I'm seeing here, this will predominantly be a wind threat as this picks up into Harrisonville. I think this will come right to Harrisonville and definitely points to the south. So winds are going to pick up here any minute just out to the west of Archie. They're very strong wind gusts right now out around the bend in the road at W Highway that's out to the east. Hey, I'm doing Zulu math and directions all at once. Leave me alone. I know my directions. East of O Highway, there at W. So, yeah. So, strong wind gusts there, and I think they're headed off this general direction, right? Yeah, so definitely heads up to Harrisonville for some strong wind. Maybe a little bit of hail left in this by the time that it gets there, and heavy downpours for sure. So these will not be insignificant little events down here to the south either, south of Rich Hill. So it looks like a good little cell just came over you guys in Nevada. Good afternoon to you. Not severe warned at this time, just some heavy rain and some lightning in there. There is a special weather statement down here for this little bit bigger cluster that picks up Lamar and Sheldon right now, probably on account of the hail. Okay, I was going to say that the wind, but the hail and the wind, you have seen some significant hail in this as well. Wind gusts up to 50 mile per hour and penny size hail is the reason for the special weather statement down here, which goes for about the next 20 minutes, take you right up to about 4 o'clock down here around DD Highway. So yeah, that's where that's going to head to. DD Highway out here by Bellamy, B Highway out towards Zodiac, and NN Highway as well. This is all south of Nevada. So as this first wave makes its way through this afternoon. Appreciate all your messages and photos. Let me know what you're seeing in your neck of the woods. So you guys can see it. We just have, yeah, we'll go back over to this radar part. I think it shows the best. We just have a line moving right through southwest to northeast. Severe warned status is up approaching Harrisonville right now. Nothing severe warned Butler and points to the south. down towards Lamar. Although all of this is featuring on and off hail. Let's talk about that. Because I have been thinking that that really is your predominant threat. So down here south of Lamar, seeing some hail now approaching 1 inch. We can take a look at that off screen. Let me see. The height of this is increasing or decreasing. Yeah, I think you're going to have a period of some 1 inch hail down here south of Lamar and points off to the northeast, north of Golden City there in that storm for sure. As we work our way back up the 49 corridor, it looks like most of this is just passed over, just getting ready to pass over 49. Rich Hill has a little shower there. But up here in our severe warn cell right now, we're seeing the smallest, actually, of the hail in the region. This is just over ½ inch size, and this is out here south of Freeman right now. So I'm still thinking some smallish hail makes its way across 49 when this gets to Harrisonville. So if that hail keeps decreasing, it'll depend on the wind, whether this severe thunderstorm warning gets extended out to pick up Harrisonville, Garden City, out towards maybe the Holden area. So we'll keep an eye on that for a little bit here for you folks. Appreciate everybody checking in with me. Drop a line. Let me know where you are, areas that you want me to watch this evening. I think we're just dealing with the first wave and what we're concerned about, because it's just not late enough in the day to not be concerned about it, is this area of instability. We'll switch over here to this map to tell you about that exists out here where this mesoscale discussion is picking up. The top mesoscale discussion, I see there's one now down in northwest Arkansas, no surprise there. And so it's really as storms drift over here into this area, which is just to the east of, say, Butler and Nevada, that I'm watching for intensity to rack up as we move through the evening. So we'll have to see. So storms may look like nothing as they're out here in the east central Kansas variety. That is very stable environment right now, and it shifts pretty quickly as you get across state lines. So it's kind of the reason for the concern and what we're paying attention to this evening. So I'm going to wait and see what happens, what they will do here in Cass County, headed off towards P Hill, where the National Weather Service office is. See if they will put themselves under a severe thunderstorm warning, I would say, on account of these winds. Probably good reason to. Let's check those out right now. At least 40 mile per hour. So we're probably seeing some 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts at least. And where those might be right now is directly south of Freeman, coming right here into Freeman. And then south down here, this looks like south of Prettyman. You have to really know these areas. So this is out here to the east of O Highway and west of DD, north of W Highway is the best way that I can describe that. Strong wind gusts there on their way over to you folks out to the east southeast of Harrisonville. It is 3:45 p.m. This severe thunderstorm warning expires in 15 minutes. Take you right up until 4 p.m. So we will see what happens with that. Let's switch over. Stand by. Pause for station identification. I'm pulling the latest data here. We'll take a look at that together. See if anything has changed as we go through the evening. Yeah, so let's go ahead and make that so you can see it. Here is latest forecast data. This is moments ago as we move through the evening. So this hour right here will be 5 p.m. So it's 3:46. Let me back this up. So it looks like moving toward the 5 o'clock hour, We could have another wave of thunderstorms from just east of Kansas City, looking like Odessa, all the way down through Harrisonville, really kind of riding the I-49 corridor. Maybe seeing some thunderstorm activity around Butler, Appleton City, Shell City, even down towards Nevada and Stockton, Jericho Springs. This is about the 5 p.m. hour. So, yeah, so what did I tell you? This is where the area of instability really picks up. And then let's kind of move this ahead and see if we still see upscale growth. Yeah, we do. So there is the 6 p.m. hour right now. So by 6 p.m., we'll be looking at Warrensburg, Leeton, Clinton, Osceola, down to Wablo. It looks like there's 7 p.m. We're moving over towards Sedalia. So that is the latest. Literally just dropped that in. So you've got to be about the first people to see that. So this thunderstorm is reaching the edge of the polygon here, and we have another 12 minutes left to go on it. We're still seeing some strong wind gusts come in southwest of Harrisonville there, which has been the predominant threat. I think that's what we're going to be talking about all evening. So we'll switch over here and see strong thunderstorm just finishing up in Freeman, picking up the between 2 and C highway with the strongest heaviest activity right now in terms of rainfall. So Archie, good afternoon to you folks. This is definitely clipping along A highway pretty strong, and your light rainfall I think is going to turn into heavier rainfall in just a second. Kind of on the southern edge of this though, as it clips the Crescent Hill and Adrian as well, down to Passaic, where it looks like the storm has just moved through there as well. And I think it's by and large stayed pretty well north of Butler. I wasn't paying attention. You guys are just outside the warned area, so maybe this did clip you a little bit better than that. But between Butler and Shell City, kind of between storms right now. Not a lot going on down there. Paula went on a road trip today. Great day for a road trip. Awesome. I support that decision. I would have done the same thing. Went through hail and high winds south of Lamar. Absolutely. We were just talking about Lamar a few minutes ago. And how fast will 49 clear? Excellent question, because it is coming up on that time. So, wow. So 49 is just about to get its biggest impact, perhaps, of the afternoon. And so rushing up on it right now. So the way that this is traveling, I'm going to give it 30 minutes. Right now, I think you're dealing with high winds. And, particularly up here, I'm most concerned about Harrisonville. Take a look at that. Yeah, here's strong winds where the bright green is lighting up. So this is just about to impact Harrisonville. And right behind the strong winds, you can see heavy downpours. So I think when it gets clear, I think you're talking about at least, it's probably a 20-minute time frame, but we're going to give it about 30 minutes. So we'll just say hang out till 4:30 for some clear ups along 49. I think that's what we should do. So good body of heavy rain here, just getting ready to move through after the wind. It's currently stretching from W Highway in Cass almost to the airport here south of Harrisonville. So Paula brought up Lamar. Let's go ahead and pick up the Springfield radar and see what you guys are dealing with down here. This is just passed through Sheldon, Rousertown. The names I get to say live are fun. Bellamy, and headed off towards Zodiac. So what do you guys have for some hail down here? Definitely see some smallish still hail. If you're in Sheldon, you probably don't think it's small hail right now, but it could be worse. Much worse. Coming over B highway there. So where is the hail going to hit? I think it's going to go between B and DD, Rousertown, out towards Bellamy. I don't name the towns. So that's what's going on down there. You just have a special weather statement, which means that winds should be at or under about 50 miles per hour and less than 1 inch hail. So not the worst of the storms down there, but you may just want to give that one a few minutes as well. That'll make your driving conditions a tad difficult. So nothing extended yet on this storm, as this just now reaches the very southern edge of Harrisonville. This is just a few minutes from Cass Regional Medical Center. Here we go. As I am saying it, how cool is that? So severe thunderstorm warning area is narrowed just a little bit. This is going to pick up Harrisonville, East Lynn, out clear over the radar site in P Hill, way to the other side, to the north and the east, Lone Jack. So this is going to drop off up towards Chapel Hill. You guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 23 minutes now. Central Cass, southeastern Jackson, northwestern Johnson County until 4:15 p.m. We're talking about hail, still hopefully under 1 inch, about the 3/4, a little bit bigger variety, and some maximum wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. So no surprise there, most likely on account of these strong winds that we are seeing, and they have now just about to Brick Plant Road, South Brick Plant Road. Here's the hotel, and once I say where this is, you'll know exactly where things are. There's Best Burrito. See, now you know where the storm is. Everybody knows where Best Burrito is. So actually, that's where the winds are coming through, guys. They're just going to pass off just to the north of Best Burrito. What kind of weather coverage is that to tell you that the strong winds are going to go? If you are in the parking lot of Best Burrito, you're going to be right on the edge of the strong damaging winds that come through. Looks like we're going to clip Garage Burgers. I know where Garage Burgers is. So this is going to come right into Harrisonville right now. This is starting to, let's go ahead and pick up rain. Starting to rain pretty heavy there at the aforesaid parking lot of Best Burrito and Garage Burger as this now pushes into Harrisonville. So this is going to bowl over you pretty quick. You'll notice the winds first, heavy downpour, and then there's going to be some lightning and some thunder, and it's going to be loud. That is about what you get with this setup today. But yeah, look at these winds gusting through, guys. So that'll get your attention. That is worth the delay. If you don't have anywhere to be up and down 49 for a few minutes, this will not take a significant amount of time out of your day to just wait this one out. We had a horrible reminder of that earlier today. With that accident there just to the south of Harrisonville as well. So we don't need any more of that, you guys, for a long, long time. So we'll go up here just outside of the warned area, which would be north of Peculiar. Yeah, so winds are going to stay pretty well south of you guys in Peculiar, gusting right across I-49 now at, where are we? Headed off towards 291, but I need a better landmark. And these roads are popping up. So strong winds are across 291 north of Harrisonville. It's about all that I can tell you there. And the bulk of the thunderstorm is following right behind it. So if you're just hopping on, we have had a severe thunderstorm warning extended out up into Cass County, up into southern Jackson County, and it's going to go until, what did I say, until 4:15 p.m. for some possibly strong winds up around the 60 mile per hour variety. That is enough to do some damage. So take note as this storm moves through. It's just now moving into the warned area here, which is essentially at Harrisonville, and it's going to go northeast. So heads up to East Lynn, Strasburg, and Pleasant Hill out towards Lone Jack for this storm. So this is going to go right over the radar site, which is always interesting to watch. So that is what we have right now. Not seeing anything behind it, but that's the trick. That is the trick, guys. We won't. So I'll go back over here before I hop off one more time and kind of show you how things will bubble up as we get through the rest of the evening. I'll be watching, but see, as storms move across, there's really not much, and they come over here into state line where they pick up some instability. So I think we're going to be watching the, we don't have far to go to it now. There's 5 p.m., which is a little over an hour away, and there's 6 p.m. So I'm really concerned between 5 and 6 p.m. Here between 49 and Clinton, say, and then 7 o'clock. It gets intense as it moves along, as well as these storms will drift into those areas of instability. So That is what we have as of right now. As it's coming up on the 4 o'clock hour, you guys. I am going to continue watching and probably take a break. You do have a strong thunderstorm now, bringing you some strong wind gusts across 49. It is pretty well moved across 49 up in Cass County, north of Harrisonville. Still pretty windy over 49 there, south of Harrisonville, out by the airport. But this is going to drift off to the north and the east. It is just a strong thunderstorm. These wind gusts have not let up in quite some time since we've been watching this. But heads up to Pleasant Hill, Strasburg, Eastland, and on the other side of the radar, they're out toward Lone Jack area as well, as this thunderstorm is rushing toward you with some smallish hail in it as well. But predominantly, we are talking about those winds. So as we come up on 4 o'clock, we will keep watching. Like I say, it's the 5 and 6 o'clock hours that I think will be most interesting for me to pay attention to tonight. I'll be popping back on here when there are warnings for sure. So as of now, for the moment, though, you are up to date. I'll be talking to you later. See ya.